It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they'd like to play well to start this season's series. They haven't forgotten how this team knocked them out in the first round last season. And you might remember the last time we saw Freak on the court. He was putting up gigantic numbers, a huge career high for him, and an amazing performance. Kenny, how impressive was that for you?
Putting up the numbers that he just did, that's something only elite players in the NBA can do. This was the coming out, I'm going to say it, the coming out party of Freak.
He's quickly risen up the charts. Many around the league with that performance, they're going to see that. Let me say it in my Dick Vitale voice. Get ready, baby. He's a PTP, baby. The Freak has arisen.
That was pretty convincing.
Thank you.
I thought he was here.
Not bad at all.
He's not in this game.
Let's go out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
We've got basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a loss to the New Orleans Pelicans. And guys, they were in that one to the very end. They just couldn't put it together in the last few minutes. They lost by just 2 points.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside, and it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Now Dragic, after Justice Winslow missing on that last 3-pointer. Shot clock at 6. No good. Great D that time from Irving. Here's Jordan. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
The drive by Wade. Whiteside, no good. Miami on defense. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Now Wade, following the 3-point attempt by Freak. Here. Here's the teardrop. No good from Dragic.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And it's blocked.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Whiteside kicks to Winslow. Bosh, a screen on Morris. Now here's Winslow. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Kevin, I got a chance now to look at where the Cavaliers ranked in the NBA last season. First in fewest turnovers a game. Third in three-point field goal percentage. And they also showed up in the top 5 in shooting percentage. This is a team that knows how to execute its offense and get good shots.
And I want to go back to that turnover ranking. Best in the NBA. That's a huge stat to look at when you talk about their ability to execute and the decision-making. They don't beat themselves, and that's a big reason why they won as much as they did.
Here's Dragic, following the basket by Freak. Dragic kicks to Wade. Whiteside, a screen on Jordan. Winslow wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. The Heat trail by 4. Bosch sets the pick for Dragic. Rejected by Jennings. 3 on 3. And a wide open look for Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 7 points for Jordan. And making connections is always good in any business, and the NBA is no different. From what I've heard, Clark, Freak has done a good job of reaching out to his peers all over the NBA.
I think that's an example of Freak just having a good head on his shoulders and knowing that taking the time to get to know others in the business has its benefits.
Wade can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Jennings. Morris dishes to Jordan. Fades away. Shot misses. Dragic with some nice D. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Wade with the ball, and he gets it to go as they call the foul.
Shot's good. Hit. Shooting 1.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Winslow is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's Drew. The Heat shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pelicans really lit it up. He had 43 points, and he tallied those points, and the basket must have looked like an ocean to him as he nailed 3 after 3. This was just the game he needed to snap the cold spell he was in. That has to be a major relief for his team, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Miami with the ball, following the score by Cleveland.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And so here is Miami, following the three-point attempt by Freak. Bosh, the screen, to the paint, and stolen by Love. Cleveland leading by 8. From deep, Jordan, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. And that's 12 points for Jordan.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Bosh kicks to Wade. Mark guarded by Jordan. 6 to shoot. Bosh passes to Drew. Tries a 3. Cannot hit. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. It's off to Boston for them after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Move the ball. Stick it to
That's a pick by Love. Right side, Jordan. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
It's been a good night for Jordan. He has 12 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Jennings is checked in. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Dragic comes in for Drew. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. There's the dish to Whiteside. And nothing is falling for him right now.
they have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Cleveland leading by 13. And it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Livingston. 16 points for Jordan.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run, passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Whiteside. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Jordan. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Love, no luck.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The wide open look here for Bosch. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Bosch has got his first basket.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on.
And it's good.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Right side a screen. Off the pick. But they'll get another chance. Wade. Jordan with the rebound.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
The Heat trail by 16. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
4-on-3 break. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Bosch, that's good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year.
They've got a number of guys that can deny you when you take that ball inside. That's why they're one of the best shot blocking teams in the league, at least they were last year, because they worked well together and they made it a priority.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Screen by Smith. A nice shot by Jordan.